What's up, everybody? Steven here for Off the Shelf Movie Night to talk to you about physical media. Once again, we're talking about Blu-rays and 4Ks. If you're new to the channel, we have conversations about Blu-rays and 4Ks all the time. I've been hinting on some additional videos on top of unboxings, and I'm going to get to those, I swear. In fact, I'm going to start some of them next week. Let me just get adjusted here. But there's just been so many things coming in. I've had so many unboxings, and I had a pretty significant film shooting schedule the last few months with post-production editing and some shooting and that kind of thing. So it's been a little crazy. But I'm settling out just in time for 31 Days of Halloween. I'm getting there, starting to think about what movies I'm going to be watching and talking about all through October. Trying to decide now, am I going to do a video just showing you everything that I'm going to watch for the month, or I'm going to do a weekly video sort of recapping what I watched that week. I know some people do a daily, but I'll fail at that. There's no way I can do a daily video showing you. I might do it on TikTok. I might do it on TikTok or Instagram or something like that. But yeah, there's no way I can do a daily YouTube. So what would you prefer? Would you rather have one extensive video talking about everything I'm planning to watch for that month, maybe with a middle of the month update in case I change my mind, because flights of fancy are an issue. You know, I plan to watch something and then I just either get something new in the mail, or just my mind is in a different spot and I feel like watching something else. So there has to be room for fluctuation. So tell me in the comments or whatever what you prefer. I've got my coffee here, you guys. Let's talk about some physical media. So if you haven't already subscribed and you're new to the channel, please do so. Hit the notification bell. Stay up to date on what we're doing. Right now we're doing another chapter. This has taken way longer than it should have, but like I said, this has been a busy month. But this is another chapter in the running series of my library update. Now, I stand by my decision to break the video up because I don't like an hour and a half, 2 hour long video going through everything in the collection. I like to have broken down smaller chunks for you guys to sort of, snack on, and I break it into sections. But I should have honestly been doing these more regularly. That's on me. This should be a fairly short video, though, because today we're just talking about my Marvel collection. And, that says something about a particular company if you have so many of their things. I'm not going to do a lot of unboxings. I'm not going to go too deep into conversation because none of this stuff is that new, and we've talked about all of it before. But this is just part of the collection update, just to show you what I got. And, there may yet still be some things that I may want to purchase from the previous phases. First thing I will say is I wanted to be able to buy a single big box that had everything in it in 4K, because I don't have everything in 4K. But that set that they put out was really expensive and really underwhelming. It was not anything compared to the Phase 1 set that they put out, which was beautiful, which, we're going to get to in a minute. So I have bought some things on sales and that kind of thing. Oddly, I've got a lot of Steelbooks, which are usually more expensive, but I just hit sales and just grabbed them because I wanted the movie in 4K. So yeah, I don't have everything in 4K. All right, so let's get started. Let's jump into what I do have. And we'll start with the Steelbooks. And this is not in any kind of phase order or chronological, none of that. These are stacked up because I'm still trying to redo this whole space, so nothing is organized. You guys understand that if you're a collector also. So here we go. And this one was a gift. I don't even know if I would own this movie, to be honest with you. It's not that I hate it, I just don't particularly like it, but it was gifted to me, so we have it. And that is Captain Marvel. And this is the 4K Steelbook. Have I even? No, I have not even used that digital code. Maybe I should try it and see if it actually works, just so I have it in the digital code collection. I do use my digital codes, guys, because I travel. And that's what digital copies of movies should be for, to me. Travel. All right. So there's that. And here we have Captain America Civil War. They put out a number of Steelbooks for this one. I think there probably were one or two that had better artwork. I really liked the one that had the shield on it, but it wasn't something that I was willing to go out of my way for. You know what I mean? To fight just for the artwork, because I just wanted the movie, honestly. And this is one right now I can tell you that gets watched a lot. I don't know why it's out of order. I was just noticing it was throwing me off here. It's out of order. The 4K is in the back, and I'll show you the art. And I like this inside artwork. This is an epic moment because I watched the 4K, not the Blu-ray. Now it may have been a situation. It's been so long since I've revisited this that the bonus features were on the Blu-ray, and that could be an issue. Yeah, so Civil War. This is one of the better Marvel movies. It stands heads and tails above anything that they've done since this movie. I mean, they've done some good stuff, but this is one of the best. Speaking of one of the best, we have Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Again, the Steelbook here. Zach and I've mentioned his name before. We argue about this because he doesn't like this movie that much, but this is in the top tier of Marvel movies. My top three or four, probably. Yeah, it's probably, I don't know what the order would be. I'd have to think it through, but it's probably the two Avengers movies that, Infinity War and Endgame. Then this, I don't know if I want, and maybe Iron Man. Yeah, probably. Would be in the top four there. But it was a really, really good film. This one is really good as well. Looking back on it, I feel it's a little bit long somehow. But I do really like this one still. It is the Captain America, the First Avenger. This is a pretty nice artwork too. Yep. So far we're still in 4Ks, which is great. This one is a flawed movie, but I really like it. Still, I do, I enjoy it. It has a nice balance of humor. Marvel can go a little too far with the humor sometimes. And it feels forced or wedged in and just doesn't work. Yeah, but this one is very well balanced, kind of like the Iron Man movies, and that is Doctor Strange. There are issues with this movie, though. Believe me, it is nowhere near. It's still B level. It's still a B grade Marvel movie to me, but it has really great moments, and I do really overall I do enjoy it with its flaws in place. And now they're replacing, sort of the Iron Man character with Doctor Strange, and it's a reasonable replacement both in character and in actor because he can do it. This is a highly overrated movie, and I know this is maybe a hot take, but it really is. I appreciate it on a lot of levels, different levels than just being a good movie, and that is Black Panther. Okay? Again, this one was a gift. I probably wouldn't own this one. I appreciate the cultural significance of this movie. It matters, this movie, and it has impact. We need more diversity in the sort of top tier superhero franchises, to represent everybody that goes to the movies. And I get that, but this is not that good a movie. This is a 6 out of 10, this movie, at best. Now, the cast, stellar cast. I love them all. But this movie is just kind of meh, to be honest with you. All right. So, what do we have here? Do I do these in order? Just for the shits and the giggles? Did we do it in order? Yeah, let's do it in order. So here we have the movie that started it all, Iron Man. Love this movie. Movie still holds up. People try to talk a little bit of funkiness about this movie right now. In particular, in regards to a scene. No, that's not in this movie. That's in another one. We'll get to that. But yeah, the weakness of this movie is a weakness overall of the Marvel MCU. Is the villain is not fleshed out, not as interesting as he should have been, and that's a shame because it's a really good actor. All right, moving on. Let's do. Okay, here we go. Iron Man 2. So there's a lot of hate drenched on this movie. I don't think it's that bad. Honestly, I enjoy it. I don't enjoy some aspects of it, for sure. It's not anywhere near a perfect movie. It's one of the weaker ones, but the character is great. The cast is incredible. This is where we first, get to know Scarlett Johansson's character, and this is the movie where there's a little bit of, Twitter nonsense happening, because there's a scene where her character is first introduced, and Tony Stark says to Pepper Potts, something like, I'll have one of those to go, or some crap like that. And, it's sexist. It is a sexist comment, but that is the freaking character. It's not meant to be anything more than, look at this character. He is a very flawed person, because of, this is before Disney, so we were taking a little more chances. We had hints in here of what could have been the alcoholism story, which we never got and should have got, because it's one of the best stories in Marvel Comics. He's, he fucks around, all right? He has a lot of sex. He's a playboy guy. He's that, and when Disney took ownership, they washed all that away. But that's the character that's accurate to the comics. So stop it with the nonsense. That line makes it's a bullshit attitude, but it is accurate to the character. Now, talking about weak movies, Iron Man 3. This is another one. I question whether I would even own this one if it weren't a little bit of a completist thing as far as having the Iron Man movies all together, and enjoying the leads, the main characters, so much, because this is a bad movie mostly, and they gutted a villain in here from the Marvel comics that needed to be retooled for sure, because he was not culturally sensitive, in the way that he should be, that villain in the comics. So he needed to be retooled, but this was not good. Not good. All right, moving on. Let's see. We're almost done here. Honestly, I don't have that many. I'm missing some movies. Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, I know a lot of you guys have that special cassette situation, the cassette Steelbook. I like it. I think it's a cool packaging, but I'm not willing to pay for that. So there you go. These are my individual releases, and they're all actually Steelbooks. How crazy is that? So the next thing, and this really kills a lot of the collection updating, and I'm not going to get deep into this thing because we've looked at it a million times, but it is the Phase 1 collection. I still have these, and now because of the Steelbooks, I've double dipped, but I wanted 4Ks, right? But I don't have 4Ks for everything, and those movies are still in here, I know that some people went crazy over this Hulk Steelbook and all this stuff, and I don't care that much about it. But I love this set. It is a great way to represent Phase 1. I think the button still works. No, the battery finally died. The original briefcase I guess it was a briefcase that they had for this set, I really loved it. It never came out. We saw it in artwork, but I loved it. There was litigation threatened, I think, and then they had to sort of redesign. But still, overall, this is a beautiful set. And I like I said, I'm not going to unbox this. This has all the original movies in it. I will just, open it up so you can kind of see. If you want me to do a deep dive into it, let me know, and I'll do it for you. But we've all seen this set. It has all these movies in it. It has the original Thor movies. It has Hulk in there. Again, it has the Captain Americas and the Iron Man. It has all of it. And some really cool packed-in extras. We really got screwed by Disney on the rest of the sets. All right, so let's talk about Avengers now. Okay. First thing I have, and I have double-dipped, and I don't double-dip often, but there's a reason. I have this Target-exclusive Blu-ray, right? Now, obviously, I have the movie again, but I kept this Blu-ray because it has a bonus disc, and that bonus disc for the longest time only available in this set. See, it's right there. I kept it because of the extras, the little bonus disc of extras. Now, what I gotta know, and I haven't had time to look, and what I should look, and if you guys already know this answer, please tell me, is if the extras on this extra disc have been released in the other sets that are out, because I have them, and we're going to talk about them in a second. If that's the case, if I've double dipped now officially on bonus material, I will flip this one. I don't need to keep extras. But right now, it has something different to me. So if you know that those extras are on one of these, on this other release I'm going to show you, let me know. So the last Avengers thing that I have here is this beautiful Steelbook collection of all the Avengers movies on 4K. I don't know if there's any need to go too deep into this because we've unboxed it. I've done an unboxing video before. It's here on the channel. But these are beautiful, simple, modern, sleek Steelbooks with all the movies in 4K and the bonus features discs and everything. Very, very cool set. And, you know, this, I believe this is a Best Buy exclusive because I never saw these anywhere else. And they have since done, Best Buy has since released other franchises in similar boxes. We just opened the Rambo one. I also have the original Batman movies in that set back there. So anyway, that's it. Guys, that is my Marvel collection. Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, let me know if you know those bonus features are double dipped here so I can flip that. I can always use more space on my shelf. Until next we meet, pull something cool off the shelf, share it with your friends and family, and remind them why physical media is the best way to watch films and TV. I'll see you guys on the next one.